Other sources of funding, you've got your crowdfunding, Crowdcube, Kickstarter, lots of different platforms. So we've done fundraisers on that, so we can help and guide businesses how best to be successful on that. They are challenging, and there's a lot of noise on these sites, but what I do from experience of having successful raises is guide them and say, these are things you have to do, this is how you pitch it, this is how you kind of really dress it up and be more attractive and rise above the noise on that site, and help them do that to be able to manage that process of raising funds through Crowdcube. Often some of these options aren't available, so it's looking at family and friends and trying to get them to invest, and sometimes it's essentially you have to say that, look, you've got to get something on board to get investors. So particularly with tech companies and people who have apps ideas, and it's very difficult to get funding on an idea. You've just got to say a mock-up in a presentation, this is what it looks like, where I've done some deals with people, and the successful ones have been where they've actually got something, they've got like an MVP in place, and they can show the investor. It might not be the finished product, but it's working, but it's cost quite a bit of money to get it to that stage. It's kind of a chicken and egg process. It's like, I need money to get it that, but I haven't got the money, so how do I get it? But with any business, you've got, in your own sense, you've got to put your money where your mouth is. So if you're starting a business and you've got to do it, if you want to be successful in the fundraising side of things, sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do to get that product. If it is a piece of tech or an app or anything, it's got to have something viable. It's very difficult to go with an idea. It's not impossible. I have seen deals happen, but we're speaking on a very general basis here, and generally the ones that I've seen successful are the ones where they've had something in which you can actually show someone. And there are funds out there are startup funds, there's private equity funds that will invest in startups, but it's a minefield, and a lot of startups, when they've got this idea, like, well, where do we go? So what we can do is guide them into that process. We've got a good contact base, we've got a good network. I know where the funds are, I know what they're looking for, I know what type of things they're attracted to and what will get them the funding, and we can help them navigate through that process and help.